When it feels like the world's falling down, I'll be there to lift you from the ground. Don't be afraid, just let me in, love me and down. How could I say your pain in the light and all your secrets? I'll take them all, I'll be your keeper. Let's run away, no need to stay alone now.
Hey y'all, it's me Rakeda. I'm here doing another video. This is like the fourth video I did today. All videos that the other ones were just like good videos. Anyhow, no rant videos. I don't even remember. I think one was washing my face, and then I did a quiz video. I don't even know. But this video is another video that I want to shout out some of the YouTubers that I have been watching this past week. I'm going to try to make this a weekly... Oh, I got more. If y'all wonder what this is. Crap. Where's the thing at? Hold on, there it is. If y'all seen these, y'all you have seen this bow before, which is just a hair bow. It's the JoJo Siwa hair bow. See, JoJo Siwa, that's her emblem. But I have the headphones, and as y'all know, I did like 4 videos in one day, and my JoJo headphones were not working, because them headphones were supposed to be, you can do a video and it would like a little thing like this, and that was your speaker and you could hear what you're saying. Well, them decided to break. See, I don't have this one plugged in just in case these decide to break, because I had some purple ones, and the purple ones decided to break. Break as far as me having them plugged in and you be able to hear me. So now I just unplug it just in case they messed up, and I don't know, because I can hear out the purple ones and I can hear out my JoJo ones, the ones that you can't hear if I have it plugged in. You can't hear me. But anyhow, I was coming here, and I'm gonna try to make this a weekly thing. Today is Monday, but I probably will do another video on Friday, and I'm gonna try each Friday. Please, y'all hold me to that. If I don't have a video out on Friday saying the YouTuber video or the YouTubers that I have watched, like I said, I try to watch everybody. If I don't watch it the day that they upload, I do try to watch it like the day after. Like I really do. I try to support everybody so that they can get their views, so that they can get their subscribers, all that. And I do sub for sub, or I sub supporting. But anyhow, I think I want to shout out 5 channels that I would like to help. Only 2 of them are sticking out of my head though right now. Oh, whose live was I in? Kay's live yesterday on Sunday, and the first person is Beautifully Coy. She was asking if people can support, subscribe to her, support her. She will subscribe and support you back. And I was telling her that me and Cher's Life, which she's another one that I want to shout out, that we are trying to send every one of our subscribers over to each other's channel. And I think we all have the same subscribers, like me and Cher does. But if you are not subscribed to Cher's Life, please go support her. She is a sweet woman. Beautifully Koi, the same thing. If y'all are not subscribed to Beautifully Koi, please go over there and support her channel. Please, please, please. See, I'm going to say Bianca Brooks, Queen Bianca Brooks. She just got her channel back. She got me last night. She did a little video on her channel, and y'all need to go check it out if y'all haven't. And like I teared up, and and I was like, oh, Bianca, you got me. But anyhow, I'm not gonna say what it is. Y'all go over there, y'all check out the video, and then while y'all over there, support her. And like I said, the 3 to 4 people that I will always shout out in a video is Rambling K, because if not for Rambling K, I wouldn't know most of y'all, or I would not know somebody that knows somebody. Meaning,
who wants to go first?
I met or I found Queen Bianca Brooks through Rambling K. So that's what I mean. Somebody that knows somebody.
13 I can do real quick.
And so I shout out Rambling K every time. I shout out Queen Bianca Brooks. Because, they have, I have found people and subscribed to people in their lives, and they have asked in their lives, for people to, sub for sub, and they were like, she's a sub for sub, and she does try to support, which I do. So, Queen Bianca Brooks, Rambling K, Cher's Life, Beautifully Koi. I always try to shout out Lady Nika. Love Lady Nika. Love. Like in my heart, she's like my aunt. Like I'm talking about, like in my head, like she's in my family for real. And then Miss Honey. Love Miss Honey. Same difference. In my head, we best friends, but I know in person, I am very awkward. I don't talk. And Kay said in her live that she doesn't talk. She's very awkward in person. And so I was like, so that means when we meet, because she doesn't initiate the conversation. And so I was like, if we ever met, then I guess we'll just probably be sitting in the room. And then probably like 5-10 minutes later, like one of us to get up. Well, it was nice talking to you, even though we didn't say like a word to each other. So I laughed because like that's how I am a person. Like I said a story, and that one, the story was that when I was 17, I went up my cousin's house, or my aunt's house. I say aunt loosely. Y'all know why if y'all see my other videos. So I went up my aunt's house, and I was normally me. I sit there. Everybody was sitting around talking. I didn't say anything. I was listening to all the conversations. And she then asked me, and I said something, and she looked at me. She goes, "Can you talk?" And I said, "Yeah." Like, I'm 17. like this is like either the day before. No, it was the 26th of December. I remember because it might have been Christmas Day. Let's just say Christmas Day. Christmas Day or the day after Christmas when I was up there. 2000 and... Was it just 2000? It might have been just 2000 because I turned 17 that November 2000. Okay, so this was like either Christmas Day or the 26th of December of 2000. And so she was like, can you talk? And I said, yeah. She goes, oh, well, I didn't think you could talk. And she's like, well, why don't you ever talk? Now, mind you, she knew me way before. Like, she's been, like, her sisters, and my mama all grew up since my mama was like 5 years old. So they knew me since birth. This is not like, oh, we just met you, we don't know you. They knew me since birth. And she's asking me this. She goes, well, why don't you ever talk? And I'm like, I don't have anything to say. And so I laugh. And so that's why I'm like, I'm still like that to this day. Like, on YouTube, all y'all see is me talk. And I can talk. Like, I love to talk and I can talk. But if I ain't got nothing to say, I don't talk. Like, friends, like my friend Jessica, she's the one sticking out of my head, which I love Jessica. Her little boy Jesse's about to be 1. I can't believe it. I haven't met him yet. And it wasn't because, like, I don't want to meet him. And I think they live like 2 hours from us. But it was none of our schedules ever met. Like, either when I did have the money to go see her, which, like I said, she lives about 2 hours away. I'm in Knoxville and she's in Lake City. Right, Lake City?
Well, it's Rocky Top now.
Well, it's Rocky Top, but it would never be. That's like East Town Mall. It would never be Knoxville Center. So she lives in Lake City. And, because every time I say that, I always think Sweetwater. And I know it's not Sweetwater. So that's what pops in my head is Sweetwater. But it's Lake City. So she lives in Lake City. And I live, here in Knoxville. Which is like 2 hours away from each other. And so, sometimes and like when I go up there, like we usually, it's to the point that it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. And we're like, or it's like midnight and we like, well, we gotta go. And she's, well, you can stay here. But it's like, no, because like if it was just me or me and Gary or something, like I wouldn't mind like just staying there because like I said, it's 2 hours away. We would have to drive all the way back home. But she has 8 kids and then I have 2. So she probably can figure out where to put 4 extra bodies, but I don't want to put her out. And for her to move some bodies around to fit 4 extra people, because she has 8 kids and then it's her and her husband. So that's like, 10 people having to now figure out 4 extra bodies. So that's the only reason why. It's not that I don't want to, because like I said, I love her and we never want to leave when we go up there because we're having such fun, good fun. And sometimes her mama comes up and her brothers, and her I think her sister. Yeah, her sister should be 21 in August, I think. And then her brother, I think she got, say, 12-year-old brother and an 8-year-old brother or something like that. Anyhow. Yeah, either her brother's 13. He's either 12 or 13. Because I think, I'm going to say he's 13. Because I think he might be a year older than my brother. Or months older than my brother. Because my brother will be 13 in July. And before y'all get the math started, yes, me and my brother are 22 years apart. Yes, I was an adult when he was born. So yes, we're 22 years apart before y'all get the math started. Me and my brother is my daddy's only kids. And so I brought up Jessica to say this. I've been knowing Jessica since 8th grade. Like literally when we met, it was just destined that we were going to be friends, because how we met was she was standing behind me in the lunch line. Well, I'm a fat kid, and so I was looking around like the person that was standing in front of me, and I was trying to figure out, and like when I focus, like I frown, because I'm really seriously thinking, because I'm thinking, what do I want to get before, you know, I get up there. Like I'm trying to see what they got, what they're serving before I get up there, so I don't have to sit there and be like, let me see, you know, and hem her around, because, you know, if y'all ever been in public school and y'all know that, you know, lunch is not long enough for people to eat. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm trying to get in there, get my food, and, you know, keep it trucking. And so she was standing behind me. Well, she wanted to get in front of me to get lunch, but she was afraid, because she thought if she would have broke line and got in front of me, that I was going to beat her up. So she was like afraid. Like I wouldn't have done that. Like I'm a nice person. And can you please turn that down, Savannah? So that's what she thought. So it was funny. So then I got my lunch, and she got, I think she got her lunch, or she might have been one of the ones that had to pay for lunch. But I don't remember. But me and my friend Carrie, little Carrie, we already, you know, because like what she did was everybody that got free lunch get their lunch, and then they put it in the middle of the table and they shared lunch. Well, when I was in 8th grade, I was in CDC, Science and Social Studies, which, if you don't know what CDC is, it's sort of like resource, but it's not. CDC for the school that I was at, because like I say CDC, and some people were like, oh, you know, and that means something different in another school. CDC and my middle school was the kids that were smart enough to be in like in a regular class, but their behavior, they got kicked out of the class. So it was like one step from getting put into an alternative school. Alternative school is people that got kicked out. It's kids that got kicked out of Knox County schools go to that school. Once you get kicked out of Knox County schools, I think there's one more thing. There's one more school that you can go to, which is a private school, and your parents do have to pay for it. It's not free. And I only know that because when I went to my group home, the group home that I was going to, Doris Walker Academy, was on that campus. And they was taking kids that got kicked out of Knox County School. And it's a private school. And it's not free. But, of course, because I was in state custody, and I went there not because I got kicked out of regular school. I went there because I needed to retake. Or not retake. I went there, like I passed all my classes, but I failed my TCAPs, which is, you know, the end of the year test. So I went there and I retook my TCAPs, English and math TCAPs. And so I passed, but of course the next year I didn't remember anything, because English and all that don't stick in my brain. Like math, I'm good. Like I passed math for the TCAPs, but they wanted me, because I was becoming a senior, they wanted me to like pass it with a higher grade or something. So CDC, so I was in that CDC class because I was not ready to be in regular science and social studies class, but the science and social studies, not science. Yeah, it was science and social studies. Yeah, okay. So the science and social studies that was in the resource classes, like I was too advanced. Not advanced. Like I already knew that knowledge, but I didn't know enough knowledge to be in like 8th grade math. And they didn't, like the option wasn't for me to go to a 7th grade English and science, or science and social studies class. That wasn't an option. Even though in high school that was an option for me, just to go to a lesser grade. Like ninth, if I was in 10th, ninth grade, because that's what I did for math. Went into pre-algebra, which was a ninth grade class. I decided, because my CDC went to lunch before everybody else, because they wasn't technically, like, they were behavior enough to where they couldn't eat with the rest of the kids. So they had an early lunch. So I had the option to either eat lunch with CDC and then just stay in the class once everybody else go to lunch, or I had the option to not eat lunch and just sit there at the lunch table, and then when we went back to class, of CDC that is, when we went back to class, then it was like probably like 10 minutes later is when everybody else went to class. And then I had the option, since I didn't eat the first time, I can then go back to my regular homeroom class, and then go eat lunch with my class. And so I did that day, just because I wanted to visit some of my friends. Like, I have friends in CDC, but like I wanted, because like they were, I think, 6th graders and some 7th graders. Not that I want friends with them. It was just like I had other friends that I, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade with. So I went to lunch with my regular class that day, and then that's when that was. So Carrie was like, this is what we do. You can have lunch with us. So I was like, okay. So I didn't eat lunch with CDC that day, but I did eat lunch with my homeroom that day. And so I got my free lunch because I was on free lunch. So I got my free lunch. And like normal, I put it in the middle of the table, and then it was like a couple of other ones. We got our lunch, and they got their free lunch because it was some people that had to pay. They didn't qualify for free lunch or even partial free lunch. They had to pay, I think it was $2, or either $2 or $1.50. So everybody that had free lunch, we put all of our food in the middle of the table, and then we divvied it up, and it was like 8 of us. And so when I went over to that table, and then like I put my lunch in the middle of the table, and then there came Jessica, and she came, and like she was friends with Misty. Which is one of our friends, and then I was friends with Carrie, and then Misty and Carrie knew each other because they both lived in Western Heights, and I think they went to Beaumont Elementary School together. So I say that our friendship was sort of like in sync, because I knew Carrie, and Jessica knew Misty, and then so it was like almost like the story. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, NSYNC is Justin knew JC because they was on the Mickey Mouse Club. JC knew either Joey or Chris, and then one of them knew Lance. That Lance knew, that's why at the beginning of NSYNC it's N, and then it's a star, and then sync, which is Justin, Chris, NS, Y, Joey, N is Lance, and then C is JC, which is Joshua Scott, and it's the C from Scott, not the C from what's his name? Chavez. JC Chavez, whatever JC's last name, which is weird because it's like, okay, it could be JC because his first and last name is J and C, but they're like, no, it's the J from his first name and C from Scott, and it's like, okay, so his name is Joshua Scott Chavez. That don't make no sense, but anyhow, so that's why I say our friendship was like in sync. because, you know, I knew one person that knew somebody, and so we all four, you know, became friends. Even though I know there's 5 in sync, Justin, you know, Justin, Chris, Joey, Lance, and JC. But yeah, so what was I telling that story for? I think I was telling that story because still to this day, me knowing her since 8th grade, I still don't talk when I go up her house. I just sit there and I listen to the conversation. And then her husband, he is so funny, Joe, Jessica's husband, that is. And he's like, he cracks me up because he's like, well, go on and talk. Don't be shy. And I'm just like, I don't got nothing to say. And then Jessica's like, Joe, you know she's always like it. Which, if I don't got nothing to say, I don't talk. So, with all that said, me and Kay probably would just sit in the same room and never talk. Unless one of us has something to say. Who else? See, I want to do Share's Life. I want to do Beautifully Coy. Shout them out to try to get them more subscribers. Y'all, please go subscribe to them. I know who the third one was. Little Crazies. Y'all go and support Little Crazies. That's who it was. CGG. I think it's 3 G's. CGGG. Yeah, CGGG. Little Crazies. Y'all go over and support her. I was like, I knew it was 3 of them. But y'all go support them. I will, if y'all please hold me to it. Hold me to it. Remind me on Friday, if y'all have not seen a video by 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., which is Eastern, whenever 8 p.m. for you is. Just remind me, if you have not seen a video of me trying to get 3 more people support, please send me a message. I don't know how you send a message on YouTube, but I do have a thing on YouTube where I can receive messages. I just don't know how to tell y'all to send me a message. But I also have a Facebook, which is in my About Me. I have a Twitter, which is in my About Me, and I have Instagram, which is in my About Me, and all of them has the DMs on, so you can direct message me. If you can find out how to direct message me here on YouTube, you can do that too, because I can receive direct messages. I just don't know how to tell you how to do it. I don't know if you have to accept it on your cell phone, because it's like 3 or 4 other people on YouTube that I can actually send them a message, a private message on YouTube. So if you can find out how to do it, to tell me how to do it, so I could tell other people how to do it, please also leave that in the message below. And I do try to comment back to everybody that comments. I really do. As soon as it shows up, as soon as it says you got a message from, or somebody commented on your video, I immediately, and I go to that. As soon as it pops up on my screen, I do go and I do respond to it, even if it's just 4 hearts. Now, my 4 green hearts are my signature. If I don't have nothing to say and I do watch a video, I give you 4 green hearts. 4 green hearts, that's my signature, to let you know that I did watch it. And that's to let you know I did watch the video and I supported, you know, this specific video. So if you give 4 green hearts and you're like, okay, what does that mean? That's just my personal signature, instead of me writing a private message to you. That's my signature, 4 green hearts, so that you know that I didn't just cut it on and let it run in the background, that I did actually watch it and I did actually support you. Alright, y'all have a good day. Bye.